What up, what up, what up? Merry holidays. Happy Christmas. How's everybody doing tonight? Detroit. John. What's going on? How's everybody been? What's the weather like where you're at? Is it fishing weather or not? Little chilly today here. Chops is a yakking basser now. Went from bearding to yakking. Michael, Jeff from Canada. Aiden's Baits. Snowing. Oh, dude. That's too bad. I was able to get out and fish with my buddy Joe. Did not have a very good day. Only caught 2 fish. They were nice fish. 82 in Texas. Only 60 today. Boy, that would be terrible. Chops even shaved his beard. Wow. Preacher in the house. George, how you doing, buddy? Adam, crazy windstorms in New York. Man, I sure hope nobody got caught in those tornadoes last night. That was terrible. Bunch of people died. Not good, not good. Justin, how's it going? Albert, good to see you. Morgan, Illuma Nathan. I live in tornado country, and I can tell you, you never want to be in a warehouse building like a Home Depot, those Amazon warehouses that those people were in, that candle factory, a big metal building with a big flimsy skin on it. All that stuff just comes crashing down on top of you. Not good at all. Pop Tart, Bryson, Texas Huntsman. I saw some pictures from Texas Huntsman on his Instagram. So he's been catching some nice fish lately. It's Saturday night, Ray, Julie, or Costco. You're right, Julie. Costco is a dangerous place to be in a tornado, man. You hear the sirens, you need to get out of there. Booster's here too. Nice. Wild Gill, Dad Bod. We got some old friends on tonight. Good to see you guys. So I'm up to 803 fish for the year. And what's today? The 11th. So I got 20 days left to catch almost 200 fish. And as slow as it's going, 2 fish all day. Boy, it's not looking good for me, is it? Not looking good. Leighton in the house. Leighton lives up here by me. Leighton, did you post some pictures of fish catching? Seems like I saw some pictures of you with some fish. Dark Horse Tackle. That means mine should be coming here, Justin, shortly. I haven't seen it yet. Thanks, Nathan. Appreciate it, man. You're right, River Rat. 201 and 20 days. That's that's a lot. That is a lot. Hey, congratulations to the midshipmen of Navy for beating my Army Black Knights today. Kind of sad. Oh yeah, Leighton, that's what I saw. You were whacking them. I was like, dude, I ought to get out to Smithville, give that a shot. They already did it, John. They beat us, and we were favored. Army should have beat them, but Army did not play very well. 13-17. The midshipmen whomped us. That's a great game to watch, man. No matter who you're rooting for, the pageantry, the pomp and circumstance, the military might of that game is just awesome. I want to go see that game live. I've never seen it live, but yeah, Gramps, Army didn't do too well. Unfortunate. I thought they would. I thought they'd have no trouble beating Navy, really. But Navy wanted it more. They wanted it more. True, George. Bama beat UGA. Bama beat Georgia. That's all that counts. Oh man, who's gonna win in the playoffs? You think Georgia will beat Michigan or not? I know I got some Michigan boys on here. Who's gonna win in the Michigan Georgia game? Yeah, we got quite a few ladies that watch the channel, Joy. I know my wife's on. I haven't seen Carol yet. She's usually on. There's a few others that will come to my mind here in a minute. Jeff's predicting Michigan. Frank says Georgia always chokes. Well, Georgia seems to choke with Bama. I think Georgia can beat Michigan. I kind of hope Georgia loses to Michigan. Sorry, Georgia boys and girls, because I want Bama to beat Cincinnati and then Bama to play Michigan. That would be my ideal game of those that are left. I don't want to see another Georgia-Bama national championship game. We've already done that. I don't want to see that again. I kind of don't like seeing two teams from the same conference in the national championship. I get why they do it, because they say four best teams, no matter where they come from. And you can definitely make the argument that Georgia and Bama are both in the top four. But I still hate seeing two teams from the same conference. I would. So that's what I'm hoping for. Any Cincinnati fans, I hope you lose bad. Sorry. And yeah, old Debo. Debo was pulling for his Hawkeyes, but they got spanked. Old Iowa got spanked. That was embarrassing. What was it, like 42-3 or something? Pretty bad. Uh-oh. Kara was in the tornadoes, huh? That's not good. Hopefully she's all right. Yeah. Oh, Gramps, Fishing with Gramps. He's moved his show Friday nights now, Gramps. Is that what you're doing? I didn't see it last night, but I think you had a show last night, didn't you? Oh, Carol's at a Christmas party. Well, that's a good reason to. It's a good Christmas. Christmas is a good enough reason to skip the Mr. Bass show, for sure. Okay, so Gramps is back on Friday night. So check out Fishing with Gramps. He's got a nice channel, and his lives are always fun. He's doing lives on Friday night lights. There's Matthew, our swim bait guy. Mr. Bass, my Instagram got disabled, so that new account that you added is legit. Okay. I was wondering why. I thought for sure I was subscribed to Matthew, and then suddenly I wasn't. So it was a new channel. That's what that was. Cool. Fair enough. Yeah, Gramps, what I've learned doing these lives is during fishing season, when you got long days of sun, it's hard to do a fishing show on the weekends because I want to be fishing. But now when the sun's going down at 4:45, not a problem. Chris, what up, buddy? So what's new? I got a few new things going on. If you've noticed, I've kind of modified the board a little bit here. Tonight I've actually got 3 spots I'm going to let you win a Mr. Bass box. You can see too, there's the red one right there and the blue one down here. But KVD, there it is. KVD is going to be a Mr. Bass box tonight too. So you got 3 spaces on the wheel where you could win a Mr. Bass box. All these boxes have at least 25 to 30 bucks worth of baits. This one has $39.64 worth of baits in it. So this will be the first one to go tonight if anybody lands on a Mr. Bass wheel. Eric, we're all out of lanyards, buddy. Sorry to disappoint, but the lanyards have all gone. I'm sure I've got some gators around. If anybody wants a gator, oh yeah, I got one right here. We could give away a Ketchco. They call it the Neko. New in the package. I might have a koozie, although I gave my Guggen koozie away to Caro. All you guys that won last week should have gotten your prizes, except for Guggen Slayer. Guggen Slayer sent me his info after I'd already shipped out everything, so I'm going to send his this week when I ship the other stuff, the new stuff for tonight. Yeah, Adam, a fanny pack's always good. Oh, Chris, you got the Advent calendar. Nice. If you remember, Chris won the Advent calendar last week. And I ended up giving him a new one that wasn't already open. So good. I'm glad. Tell you the truth, kids are the perfect audience for the Advent calendars. Each day you can say, oh, we can't open anymore till tomorrow. And each day you get to open one, and that's fun. So that takes the lameness away from the Advent calendar a little bit. If you can do it with kids, that makes it fun. For sure. Did y'all see the Lunker Hunt lizard lure at Get Your Fish On? Yeah, what'd you guys think of that? How many of you saw it? It's always interesting to see some of these different lures out there on the market. In fact, tonight I'm going to talk about a technique that I bet a lot of you guys are not fishing. It's not a super new technique. Gary thinks it's frog fur. Gary in the house. That's Gary N5KDA. He's a retired police officer. How you doing, Gary? He also paints lures. He's a lure artist. Lunker Hunt. You're right, Gramps. Monster Bass is doing a Lunker Hunt takeover box here. Is it next month that the Lunker Hunt box is coming out? I think it's going to be Lunker Hunt and Z-Man. I think. I'm not sure, but I like a takeover box every once in a while. That's fun. Rectal thermometer. Uh-oh, where are we going here? Grandpa Woody. Hey, Grandpa Woody sent me something cool. Let me show you. In fact, let's make this the first question tonight for the spin to win game. It will be cheating, Grandpa Woody, for you to answer this question, so I'll ask you not to answer. But Grandpa Woody sent me a pretty special bait. He sent me a couple of them. They're hard to find. They've been sold out most of the year. There are a few on Tackle Warehouse right now. But we will let you guys answer this to see who's going to be our first spinner today. Name this lure. Name this lure for a chance to spin the wheel. It is not the heavy poop stick, but it looks like it. The turd. You're right, Patty. It is a turd. It's called the Cover Scat. The Cover Scat by Depths. And it doesn't look like much, does it? But just like all good Japanese baits, this thing there are some unique design features to this thing. One is, see these little lines, these little ribs on the side of the bait? They don't look very important, but they actually are designed so that when you drop this lure in the water, you fish it weightless. Those lines help this bait stay horizontal as it floats to the bottom. It's got kind of a big bulbous tail. It has a pretty nice hook slot in it. And here's a place for the hook point to come through, and you can Texas rig it. This is a dead stick sort of presentation that's killer. And Grandpa Woody sent this to me. He sent me a couple of colors. Appreciate that. I'm going to go out and fish them soon. And he's had good luck catching fish on this thing. I haven't caught any. How many of you have caught fish on the Cover Scat? What do you think of it? While you guys are answering that, I will get a ticket ready for Dad Bod. If I can find my tickets. Here they are. To put in the tumbler. Hey, I like that jackal yammy fish, Nathan. That is a great Ned rig bait. The yammy fish. All right, Dad Bod. Here's your ticket for the reel. If you're new to the channel, we are giving this reel away when I hit 7,500 subscribers. It is the Inception SZ by 13 Fishing. Donated to the channel by C Big Hill. Thanks, Chris. Appreciate that. Let me put this ticket in in the tumbler, which where is my tumbler? Oh, it's right here. It's right beside me. Depths makes that lure, George. Depths. This is not the Cover Scat, but this is the company that makes this. The Cover Scat. It comes in 3 sizes. Comes in a little size, 2.5 inch, I think. This size here is the 3.5, and then they make a 4.5 as well, I believe. Nathan, I do not have any poop sticks at the moment. No. All right, let's spin, Dad Bod. Dad Bod needs to spin here and see. Maybe he'll win a. Can you guys see the wheel? I think you can. Yeah, we can see it. All right, here we go. Let's make sure I don't have anything in the way. All right. One lure off the tree. Drop something there. Okay, what do you think? What do you think, Dad Bod? Pick your poison. I know my check. I'm almost to 5,000, so 2,500 more, and we'll give that reel away. Which will be fun. Definitely will be fun time. Thanks, Woody, for the cover scat. I'm really excited to give it a try. This is a nice natural color. This is called pepper or something, pepper shad or something like that. All right, Dad Bod wants a hard bait. What do we got here? How about a 6 cents lure, Dad Bod? Here we got the Speed Glide. This color is Ghost Bone Minnow. Ghost Bone Minnow. Dad Bod, you won the Speed Glide. And if you remember, that Speed Glide was in my last Super 6 sack. And since I've got about 10 of these freaking things, because, hey, it's a great bait. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. Yeah, Eric's got plenty of those too. So you must be a Super 6 subscriber as well, Eric. Oh, me. Gotta love it. Got to love it. Speed glides in every sack. Yeah, Nathan. Schooling bass. Yeah, Dad Bod knows about them. Hopefully you don't have too many of them, Dad Bod. Oh, Fish in the Southeast is here. Good deal. I heard you mention me on one of your videos there, Fish in the Southeast, but I couldn't find the video, so I haven't seen it. Hey, Terry, how you doing, buddy? December's the highest month in the whole year to get your channel monetized. Well, geez, I'd love to see that, but I have not noticed that. That might be more for other people. I don't know. So, definitely. Yeah, 69, 70 people watching the show right now. Please hit that like button. Share the show. I'd be greatly appreciate that. Okay. Let's get to another question, because this next question is going to lead to a little bit of conversation about this technique I want to talk about. Some of you guys, I'm sure, are familiar with this, and some of you maybe not so much. But I went fishing with my buddy Joe, and I told you I only caught 2 fish. What's worse than not catching fish? What's worse than not catching fish is fishing with your buddy and he catches them and you don't. And that's what happened to me today. I caught only 2 fish all day, and he caught about 10 probably. And we were fishing different techniques. And this technique that he was fishing, I did not have with me. And I don't have a ton of confidence in it, but I have fished it quite a bit. And I want to talk a little bit about this technique. So before I talk about this technique, I'll show you the lure. And the first one to identify what this lure is called, you get to be our next spin to win winner. And then we will talk more about it. Here it is. What do you call this technique? What do you call this lure? Julie, it's great to have a fishing buddies. Booster's got it if I can get him here. Leighton, you were close, man. Spin stick. It's not called a spy Nate, but I know what he's saying. It's called a spy bait. What's weird is they technically call it a spin bait, but the technique is called spy bait. And my buddy Joe was throwing the spy bait and he was whacking them. And I was throwing my dark sleeper. I was throwing other swim baits. I was throwing the Ned rig. I was throwing all kinds of cold water baits. I could not get bit. But that spy bait, Joe was crushing them on the spy bait. So why was the spy bait working and nothing else? Spy baiting is a great cold water technique. Now, you don't have to fish it in just cold water, but as the water gets colder, spy baiting definitely is very effective. Oh, so fishing the Southeast, he's the one I sent the lanyard to. Yeah, so he was unboxing the lanyard on it. You can go over to his channel and watch him unboxing my lanyard, the 6 cents lanyard I sent him. I couldn't find that video fishing the Southeast, but if I can find it, I'm going to watch it. So the spy bait in Japan, this is a Japanese bait. They learned it. The technique was mastered in Japan, and you can see it's pretty much like a jerk bait. It's shaped like a jerk bait. This size is 80 millimeters, and it has a little spinning blade on the front, and it has a spinning blade on the back, which I can't spin because my hook's spin over. This thing is very subtle in the water. It's a very, very subtle technique. In fact, the Japanese call this the technique of silent capture. Silent capture. It's very quiet. It just kind of moves through the water, and it kind of wobbles like this when it moves through the water. And these little spinners create, a little bit of a vortex around the bait and gives it just enough action and water movement that the bass really love it. So spy baits work great this time of year. I'm going to show you some of the colors that I have and then talk a little bit more about how to fish it and what line. You can see this is a very subtle matte finish with a chartreuse back. The matte finishes worked really well yesterday. In fact, at one point he gave me a really shiny spy bait, and I still couldn't get bit on the shiny. He was throwing matte finishes, and that seemed to work better. There's a lot of companies that make the spy bait, but Duo Realis is the one that started it, and all the ones that I own are from Duo Realis. Here's a nice shad pattern color. I don't know the names of these colors, sorry. This is the size 90, the 90 mil, and this is the 80. And I throw the 80 most of the time. You can throw the 90 on a bait caster if you're careful. The 80 you pretty much got to throw on a spinning rod, and I prefer to throw my spy baits on a spinning rod anyway. So I throw the 80 most of the time. But the 90 is a little bigger, beefier one. These things are smallmouth crusher. The smallies love spy baits. Absolutely love them. Yeah. Do you throw it on a jerkbait rod, Gramps? No, I do not throw it on a jerkbait rod for a couple of reasons. I do throw it on a medium action rod. But my jerkbait rods are shorter. Most of the time I'm fishing with a shorter jerkbait rod, and a spy bait I throw on a longer rod, usually 7.5 feet or more, is what I throw this on. A medium action, or a medium action with a fast tip, moderate to fast tip. You can definitely get away with a moderate tip, but sometimes having that fast tip helps. It's really interesting on how you load up with this on this. You do not set the hook on a spy bait. What they do is they will come up behind the bait. They will come up behind the bait. They follow it. This is a sight fishing technique. Dirty water, probably not going to work for you. You need clean water, clear water. But if you're in clear water, get you a long medium action rod and with a fast tip, moderate to fast tip, throw it out there, and it's much better if you know where the fish are. So if you've got live sight or active target or one of those where you can see where they're suspended at, 8 foot, 10 foot, 12 foot, 2 feet off the bottom, and you want to throw it out there and count it down. Count it down to where they're at and then start reeling, and you just reel slow and steady. The colder the water, the slower you reel it. And they will just come up behind it and they just suck it in. And when they suck it in, they will turn their head. And all you do is you just keep reeling. You just keep reeling and they will load up on it. If you jerk, if you try to set the hook, you're going to pull it right out of their mouth. So you just reel it in, just keep reeling and let it load up. You're right, Patrick. Bass Geek does do some videos on spy baiting. And I say it's an excellent smallmouth technique, but the largemouth will definitely hit this, as will the spots. In fact, one of the fish that my buddy Joe caught on this yesterday was over 6 pounds. It was huge. It was a big, big bass right off the bottom. It also works well over grass. If you tick it along the tops of the grass, it works very well that way as well. So another critical piece to spy baiting is it is light line. Light line. And hey, Hellabass is in the house. How you doing, Hellabass? That's another great YouTube channel. Hellabass. How's it going, man? But when I say light line, I'm not talking 8-pound line. In Japan, they throw this on like 3-pound tests, 4-pound tests, even 2-pound line. Obviously I can't do that. There's no way I could throw it on a 2-pound test. But in Japan, they swear that anything bigger than 6 is a waste of time. So I usually start with 6-pound line on this technique. And I have thrown 4-pound line, but man, that's scary. Especially, you've got to really have your drag set right if you're throwing it on 4-pound test line. Especially like Joe catches a 6.5-pound fish yesterday. Giant. 4-pound line would be scary on that thing. Adam, the bait sinks. Now they might make some suspenders out there. I don't know, but all of my spy baits sink, and you really want it to sink because you want to cast it as far as you can because it's clear water technique. And let's say that they're suspended at 3 feet off the bottom. Well, you've got to count that down and get that bait. Because the funny thing about spy baiting is it seems like you've got to get it like right over their nose, right in the zone where the fish are at to really be effective. Unlike jerk baits, jerk baits, it seems like you can get them above the fish. Not that fish are usually looking up, and if a spy bait goes above their head, I'm not saying they won't hit it. Some of them definitely will. But if you want to maximize your catch, You need to find where the fish are at in the water column, count that bait down to that level, and fish it right in that level. And you got to kind of be strategic, because it's the further you throw it out, your bait's going to pendulum back up to the boat. So there's only going to be a window, a certain window of so many feet where the bait's actually going to be in the strike zone. Okay, Adam, you make an excellent point about this. And it is very hard to get confidence with this technique. So many guys, me included, have fished this bait and not caught anything. And then you start losing confidence. It's kind of like Hellabass said, spy baiting bores me. Well, it's a boring technique. You cast at a country mile and then you reel as slow as you possibly can. And then the bite's very subtle. It's very just suck the bait in. It's fun to catch them, but it's there's some guys that just can't stand it, because what if you go into 40-degree water and you fish all day long and don't get a single bite with it? It's hard to have confidence. There's something you're doing wrong, though, because they really like the baits. No, they're not a topwater bait at all, Nathan. They are in my opinion, they're more of a deep water bait. Not that you can't catch fish in shallow water with these, you can, but they're very, very effective in super cold conditions. And my buddy crushing them on this today when I was not catching anything is a perfect example of why there are some techniques you really need to have in your back pocket for certain times of the year. Because you might say, they're just not biting. I fished all day and only got 2 bites on my dark sleeper. They're just not biting. Guess what? They're not biting dark sleepers. They're not biting Ned rigs. They're not biting a lot of things, but they're biting the spy bait. Finicky bass love a spy bait. £4 test on a Duo Realis, 18 to 20 bucks a piece. How much are they right now? Let me go to Tackle Warehouse and look, because I wonder about that. They are, especially the Duo Realis, are very high quality. They're $14, $13.99 right now. In fact, I'll show you. I'll share the screen here with you so you can look at it. $13.99. Now that's look at that color. I've got that color, I think. Aaron Martin's Dawn. I don't know if I do or not. No, I don't think I do have that one. But they've got some nice colors. Let's see if we can look at a few colors. Golden Perch, I've got that one. Let me show you that one. I'll kind of jump back and forth from here. Show you some of these. Here it is in person. Golden Perch. How about that one? Yeah, Matthew, 12-pound is never going to work for this technique, man. You will not have any luck. But I bought this for the St. Lawrence River when I went up there. This is a good smallie color, obviously. I know that Spro makes some. There's a few other companies that make them. Joe was throwing some from Spro yesterday and catching them on the Spro as well. What's Adam say here? It seems from general consensus that you really get what you pay for with spy baits. Cheaper ones might not work. Yeah, you're probably right. Nathan's talking about Jackal. I'm sure Jackal's stuff is high quality. Jackal, everything Jackal makes is very high quality. So I'll show you a few more colors I've got of that. And if any of you have any more questions about spy baiting, you know, put them in the comments and I'll try to answer. In the meantime, let's do another question here, or name that lure maybe. Let's see here. Here's another cold water bait. Now, see, one thing I was messing up initially on spy baits is I was throwing it on a shorter rod, 6'8", 7 foot. And it wasn't until I started poking around and watching other videos of other guys that I realized I was making a mistake there. You want the longer rod. And you want the longer rod for a couple of reasons. One is in order for it to be effective, you're in clear water. You want to throw that bait as far away as you possibly can, and a longer rod helps you do that. Oh, Booster's got a spin yet. Sorry, Booster. Glad you reminded me, man. Booster's got a spin, boys and girls. The other reason you want a long rod is because when you get ready to load that rod up with that super light line, you just have leverage that comes from rod length that does not require force. And you want good, steady leverage that won't break that 5-pound line, 6-pound line, 4-pound line. So the longer rod is key for that. All right, let's let Booster spin here. Sorry, Booster, just about this thing. All right, here we go. All right. I gotta get Booster a ticket while that thing's spinning. Whoa! Booster wins a Mr. Bass box. Bing, 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 bing. I need a bell or a whistle. Bing, bing, bing. Mr. Bass box. Here's your ticket, Booster. Mr. Bass box. Nice. Let's look and see what's in this one. See what you won, Booster. Two favorite baits in the winter, the Demiki Vault Blade bait and the Jackal Daracoop Tailspin. I never fished either of those, Nathan. I'd like to try those. All right. First item in the box is actually priceless. The Mr. Bass sticker. The next thing you got in here, Booster, is the 2-inch Bellows Gill. That's right. The Bellows Gill. And this is green pumpkin. Green pumpkin color with a little chartreuse. How about that? All right. Next, this is a great color. The 6 Cents Quake 70 in Zavala Zebra. How about that? Bellows Gill and Quake 70. Next, in honor of your buddy and mine, Steve Chapman, Robo Worms. And this is a special color that I like called Salt River Craw. It actually works really good in the western states, but I fish it here too. Nice. You can't find this color everywhere. So you and Steve should be happy that you're getting that. Next, a nice little jerk bait from Excalibur. They call it a twitch bait, the XT3. These are not easy to get anymore. And this color is one of my favorite colors that they make. And if you notice with the Mr. Bass boxes, most of the stuff I put in here are my favorite baits. They're the ones that I like to use. And this is one of my favorites from Excalibur. This color is called Sour Grape. It's got a purple back, chartreuse sides, white belly. And then last, my very favorite jig, the Jewel Pro Spider Jig. And this color is black and blue flash. Total retail value, $39.64. So, congratulations, Booster. You won a Mr. Bass box. It's the better box. I think somebody already uses that tagline, the better box, so I might have to come up with something different. All right. See if I can get this thing to close. All right, Booster, that's your box. I better put your name on it so I don't mix it up with someone else. Booster. Nice. Congratulations. Yes, real custom art. You're right. He would like it. That's what I like to hear. Booster running on stage, giving me a big wet kiss. Heck yeah. My new boyfriend. All right, cool. Oh, yeah. Monster Bass is the better box. That's right, not mine. Funny thing, Monster Bass, initials MB, Mr. Bass, initials MB. How about that? I guess it could be the better box. Caro's in the house. Nice. Hope you survived those tornadoes, Carol. Mr. Bass, do you remember the Excalibur spitting image? Yeah, I think I've got a few of those. Definitely. Spy baiting. I'll show you a few more colors I got. And then we'll do some more spinning and winning. How about this one? This is pretty sexy. Pretty sexy color. You can see on the front there, Realis Spin Bait 80. See that little purple flash on there? Just a little strip of it. Really nice. Dude, those tornadoes were no joke. I actually had a tornado come right by my house, Caro, probably 20 years ago now. Everything literally on the next street over, the entire neighborhood was gone, wiped out. I mean, houses completely gone. And the ones that did survive were not completely off their foundations. Just one street over. I had a bunch of trees come down, but nothing, no damage to the house. That's a scary feeling, let me tell you. We could hear that thing coming. All right, so that's a really cool color. This, to me, is a nice smallmouth color. Very clear, shady, but look, it's got just a kiss of pink on the back. Very subtle. You know, those smallies, they like their pinks and their oranges. And that's why I got this. If I ever get up in Hellabass's part of the world, might throw that for some smallies or punch fishing. I wonder if old Punch throws a spy bait much. He's never been on here though, so I don't know. All right, and then here's kind of like an American shad color. This is more of a color that I would throw down here. Kind of a sexy shad look. Little bluish gray. Little chartreuse stripe. Little white on the belly. So there's that. Got a couple more colors maybe. One or two more. This color I like a lot too. See that blue? Kind of like a pro blue look to it. White belly. Very nice looking spin bait, spy bait. For someone who doesn't have a lot of confidence in spy baits, you sure do have a lot. Yeah, you're right. You're right about that. Let's see here. I may have shown you all the colors. I don't know if I showed you. Oh, wait. Maybe I got one more here I haven't shown you. Yeah, I haven't shown you this one. This is another nice shad-like color. This doesn't have the blue on it like that sexy shad. It's got more like of a greenish olive back. Nice scale patterns. And then it transitions a little, it looks kind of almost purplish there. And then chartreuse in the white belly. That's a nice color also. Anyway, I guess that's enough talking about spy baits. But if you've never tried it, this is the time of year to start throwing them. Give them a shot. I'd love to hear how you do and what you think. Next time you're out. Another thing too is I believe they work better in cloudier conditions with a little wind than in just clear, slick, calm. All right. If I can get these all back in the box. Mr. Bass, you need to check out the Nisheen Lures spy bait. I will check it out. I will take a look for sure. And then I got a little box with my spy baits in it. That's fun. Good stuff. Good stuff. Really, they got a lag going, huh? Well, I don't know what to do about that, unfortunately. Mr. Bass, have you any Berkeley Frenzy baits? No, I do not have any. Well, let me take that back. I do have a couple Berkeley Frenzy baits. Yes, I have a couple that my wife bought for me. I've got a deep dive in crankbait, and I've got a topwater plug in the Frenzy line. No, I've not heard about that plastic. What I heard is that they just never really sold well. They're really built well. They're researched well. Very high quality components. They just never took off, Matthew. And you know that's kind of a head scratcher. Sometimes some baits just never don't do well. So not sure. Yeah, here you go. There's definitely more guys wanting to have spy baits that you can cast with a bait caster. And Wee Took is saying that the Alpha from Duo Realis are good for that. I personally, I like my spinning setup for that, and I'm probably not going to change. All right, next let's do another good cold water lure. You don't have to throw this just in the cold. Obviously, it works really well in the spring as well. You can fish it year round depending upon where you live. Name this lure, and you can spin to win. Here it is. Name that lure. Corey got it first. This is the DT6. 10? Where'd you come up with 10, Matthew? 10 has a giant bill on it compared to the 6. Yeah, this is the 6. Rapala makes this. Bonus question for no points and no spin, but I tell you what I will do. On this bonus question, if you guess it and get it right, I will give you a ticket for the real drawing. So this is not a spin to win question, but bonus question. If you want to get a ticket to possibly win the reel, what is this color called? What do they call this color right here? Any idea? Nope, not brown craw, not Cajun craw, not root beer craw. Those are good guesses. What do you think they call this color? All right, we'll give it to Daryl. Daryl Wilson, buddy. It's actually called Mule. It's not called Old Mule, just Mule. So, Daryl, we will give you a ticket. Maybe you'll win the reel when we draw. We're drawing for the reel when I hit 7,500 subscribers. Daryl, here's your ticket for answering the bonus question. And we'll put it in the tumbler right here. Congratulations on answering Mule, the bonus question. Mule. Mule. All right, Corey. Corey, we need a spin for you. All right, somebody was saying Corey wasn't first. Believe me, Corey's first. And I may have to remind you on the Mr. Bass show, I am the arbiter. I am the rule maker. I am the one that chooses the winners. And that is because on my timeline, I can see who has won, not just by the hour and the minute, but I can see down to the millisecond on my screen. So a lot of times you may think someone's ahead of another person. I assure you, Corey was first. Now, Matthew was ahead of him, but Matthew guessed DT10, and it was a DT6. And Matthew knows baits very well, and he's a good sport, and he's, I assure you, not going to be upset that he did not guess DT6. So, just a friendly reminder, I absolutely have no problems with you calling me out if you think I've messed up, but I'm giving the stuff away. And so I'm the one making the decision. That's the only way to really be fair, to tell you the truth. All right, Corey. Dude, let me get you a ticket and we will spin the wheel for you. Corey Hibden. Is Corey F.N. Hibden related to Dion Hibden? I wonder. Here you go, Corey. Here's your real ticket. If he is related, he is in a heck of a fishing family. No doubt about that. All right, Corey, let's spin. Spin to win. Oh, he's not related. That's all right. Woo! You landed on jackpot, which jackpot tonight is 3 lures. You win 3 lures off the tree. All you got to do is tell me, Corey, what you want to win. Do you want hard baits? Do you want soft plastics? You want something from on the miscellaneous line? You want me to just randomly pick for you? Let me know, and I will get them for you. Yes, Frank. Mr. Bass's screen time is real time. Right on, right on. You're right. Right on, Patty. We already said congratulations to Navy. You don't have to rub it in. Jeez. That was a great game. Congrats to Navy, for sure. All right, Corey wants hard baits. Okay, we can do that. We'll pick this one. We'll pick this one. And let's see, that's a crankbait. That's a little jerk bait. Let's see if we got here we go. There's a popper. All right, so Corey, you are the proud winner of the Monster Bass Seeker 8. Dives 4 to 8 feet. This color is bone with a little blue around the eye. You also have won the Berkley Juke 78 shallow. Little twitch bait. This is black gold chrome. Shallow diver. And a Guggen Squad blooper. And this is called Nightclub is the color. All right. I do that some, Machek. In fact, I've got some questions that I that I do on that kind of stuff. And so, yeah, good suggestion. Monster Bass Seeker. Berkley Juke. Guggen blooper. All right. Nice. Yeah, I definitely do questions. In fact, how long Army, Mr. Bass? George, I was in 5 years and then a few more years in the reserve. So I was in about 8 years total. All right. Since Machek suggested a question, let's ask a question because that's a good idea. Okay, next year, all of the schedules are out for the pro circuits. So next year, where will Stage 4 be held on the Major League Fishing Bass Pro Tour? Stage 4 next year. Where is that going to be held? First one to answer it correctly gets to spin the wheel. Bass Pro Tour Stage 4 next year. Where are they going to have it? So far, no correct answers. Not Chick, not Kentucky Lake, not Table Rock, not Champlain, not Gunnersville, not Hartwell, not the St. Lawrence. Nope, 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 nope. Oh, John Smith. John Smith, dude. He got it. Lake of the Ozarks. That's kind of my home lake. It's the closest lake to my home, anyway, that the BPT, the Bass Pro Tour fishes. So, Lake of the Ozarks, John Smith. You're right, buddy. I'm really looking forward to that because I'm going to try to go down there and poke around and see. That should be really fun. I know there's not many people that go to those tournaments, but heck, if it's in your backyard, right? Got to go check it out. So I think that will be fun for sure. John Smith. John Smith is a regular winner on the channel. Those of you who are been around a while, you know old buddy John. He knows how to win. He's quick on the trigger. In fact, he didn't have to be quick that time because a lot of people did not know that answer. Interesting. The Atlantic Ocean. All right. Let's spin for John. Bop, bop, bop. Guess what that is, John? That's another Mr. Bass box. This is the one exception for Canada. I will send you a Mr. Bass box, even though it's going to cost me a fortune. Let's pick one out over here. I got a stack of them back here. And see what you have won. Big winners tonight. Big winners, because I've got 3 spots where you could win the Mr. Bass box. All right. This box is worth $28, John Smith. And, of course, it has a priceless Mr. Bass sticker in it, which I know you already have one of these, but you can always use more. It has my favorite jig. In fact, all of the boxes have my favorite jig, the Pro Spider Jig. This is kind of a cool color. It's called Green Gourd with Orange. It's really pretty much a green pumpkin with a little bit of orange in it. Then we have the same Robo Worms, too, by the way. Salt River Craw Robo Worms. The difference here is this is the 6-inch model where Booster won the 4-inchers. Then we have, got to have a 6th Sense lure, right? The 6th Sense Divine Swim Jig. This is Threadfin Shad. Threadfin Shad. Yeah, it'll cost me $50 to ship. You're right, Texas Huntsman. That's okay. It's worth it. John's been loyal on the channel. I think he's been watching me since day one. All right, here's a cool bait, especially for this time of year. It's a blade bait by 10,000 Fish called the Death Stalker. And this color is called Blueback. Yeah. Really good cold water bait. Heck yeah, Dad Bod. I love my old school lures. And the final product in your Mr. Bass box, John Smith, is the 4-inch Swammer from X Zone Lures. Again, another great cold water bait. Although swim baits work year round, they will catch fish in the cold weather too. Of course, up in Canada, the water might be too hard to fish at all. I don't know, man. Patty, I send stickers out with every time someone wins. I send you a sticker unless you win multiple times. Then I don't give you repeats. But that's usually the way you win a sticker. If you can't wait, if you absolutely can't wait to win, then you can shoot me a DM and I'll send you one. All right, there it is, John Smith. Congratulations, buddy. The Mr. Bass box. Yeah, micro stickers. Yeah, you'll like those robo-worms, John. I mean, robo-worms, great smallie lure, drop shotting. You're going to love that. You're going to love that for sure. It's going to be good stuff. Yeah. Adam, I'm guilty of that. I got a lot of it. In fact, let me show you some of the stuff I've bought. You guys might be interested in seeing some of that. How about this? The Doe Live Beaver. Never fished with these, but they were on sale over at the Hookup Tackle. So I had to try them. I've got this color, and the colors are in Japanese, so I got no idea what they're called. This is kind of a red color. I got this color. That's all I got in the Doe Live Beaver. I ought to take one out and look at it up close because it's very different looking than a normal beaver style bait, you know? It's very unique. Let me see if I can get one out here. Let's look at it up close. Up close. I mean, this part of the body definitely looks like a beaver. But they got the kind of these bulbous, beefy flappers on it. And then the tentacles. It's a pretty cool looking little beaver. And it's really small. These are 3.5 inch. But it's really small compared to a normal sweet beaver. Matthew says the Magnum ones are pretty sick. How about that? That's a good looking color. It's definitely got me hooked. Jika rig, John Smith. Have to try that. I like the old Jika rig for sure. Okay, I got a couple of other Doe Lives or Do Live, however you pronounce them. I got the SS Gill. This looks like a green pumpkin color. I got a couple of packs of that. That's all they had was that color, which is a good color. Very interesting. Big fat body, little bitty flappers, pinchers, whatever you want to call these appendages. So that's interesting. I already showed you this package of the Depths Death Adder Hog. Got a couple of these. These are different colors. They're both 3-inch. I'll take these out of the bag and show you up close because these are some nice. Look at this super skinny little body, but big honking flappers for this size of bait. To me, this looks like it'd be a really nice Ned rig bait. Also a jig trailer bait, like on a little finesse jig. dad bod. You know, you could do it, like he says, a finesse Carolina rig or a mojo rig. Pretty cool looking bait, isn't it? I'm sorry, I don't know what the color is called. I would call this like a Texas Craw color. Don't know what they call it. Because it's in Japanese, and doggone it, I guess I'm going to have to learn how to read Japanese. Kind of like a Bitsy Bug Ray, but you could put it on. You know, another thing that would look good on is that that Pee-wee football jig from a Jewel Baits. Here's another color. This is like a green pumpkin with blue flake in it. Really good looking little crawdad. They call it the Death Adder Hog. So that's cool. Matthew says, put the Death Adder Hog on a drop shot. I think she's saying here. Yeah, drop shot. The head has a little ridge in it. So when you drop them, they look extremely lifelike. Okay, that's a cool idea. Last depths bait I got. Check these suckers out. The Bull Flat. Dude. 5.8 inches. This sucker is big. I got two colors. We'll take these out and look at them up close. These are sick looking. Matthew, have you thrown the Bull Flat yet? Check that thing out. Giant. Golly. I wish I knew what this color was called, but it's black, and then it's got all this gold around it. For me, in dark water, my muddy water, I think this is a good color for muddy water. How about that thing? Yeah, these are pretty heavy. I don't know if they weigh that much, John, but maybe they do. 24 karat gold, fish in the Southeast. I like that. That does look like, all right. And look at this other color. It's just as cool. Check it out. Come on. Look at that. Sexy. I bet that would kill right now in the headwaters, Florida. They're killing with shiners. Yeah. This, Daryl, it's kind of got the shape of a bellows gill, but it's much heavier, much tougher. It's really pretty wild. This side is perfectly flat. You may not be able to tell in the video, and then this is kind of got a more of a rounded side to it. So that's called the Bull Flat. There's probably a few more out there who doesn't like a drop shot Texas Huntsman. I mean, a drop shot's not my favorite technique, but I will do it. All right, let's ask another question and see if we can give away some more Mr. Bass boxes. How are we doing for time? Okay, we got time. Let's ask another question. Let's see. All right. We'll see how many of you look at my Instagram account very closely. I got a new kayak and I just posted a picture of it. What kind of kayak is it? What's the, give me the brand name and the model. Brand name and the model. So don't just give me the brand name. Give me the brand and the model. First one to get it right can spin. Adam Cunningham got it. The Hobie Pro Angler 14. Links, dude, you missed the party. That was my new one. I got a new one I just bought like 2 days ago. It is the Hobie Pro Angler 14. You're right, John Smith. It is Iconelli red. It is pretty sick looking. Head over to the Mr. Bass Instagram account at Mr. Bass TV, and you will see what it looks like there on my Instagram account. It's pretty sick. Pretty sick. So, Adam, let me make you a ticket, and then we will spin. Here is your ticket for the real drawing. Drop that in here. Yeah, Adam, it looks real good on my trailer. Yeah, it's the Ike Edition, Nathan. It is the Ike Edition. Sure is. That's always fun. Okay, let's check it. One. I thought you might have got gotten the Guardian Angel, but no. All right, you are a winner though. So pick your poison, Adam. What would you like off the tree? Or the tree's starting to look got a few bare spots on it. I'm gonna have to load it up again. The 360, in my opinion, the 360 drive is the best thing going in pedal kayaking. It's amazing. The Hobie Lynx, that 180 drive is also incredible. You do not need a 360 drive for that Lynx. I love the Lynx too. I'm keeping both of those because the Lynx is just a great little boat to carry out to small water, ponds. Throw it in the back of your truck. Throw it in the back of the car, easy. All right, Adam wants miscellaneous. All right. Okay, here's something from miscellaneous. It is the Buckeye Mini Mop Jig. 3/8 ounce green pumpkin mini mop jig. What is unique about the mop jigs? They're made out of living rubber and they have big honking skirts. Even the mini has a really big skirt. So, congratulations, Adam Cunningham. You have won the mop jig. And you've got a ticket in the drawing, in the tumbler to win something, a reel maybe, 7,500. Yeah, Adam, be sure you IG me your new address or I'll send it to the old one because my computer remembers the old addresses. That's why I ask you to send me new. Oh, On the Water Innovations is in the house. How about that? Dude, if you want a great trailer, go check these guys out. My Tourney Light is amazing. And if you go to my channel, I got a video up, the world's best trailer or something like that. Shows you everything I got on that trailer. It is the bomb. It is amazing. Great, great, great. All right. He wants to know how he wins. You got to be quick on the trigger. Game over, Gonzo. Quick on the trigger. My trailer is doing great. It's fantastic. Great, great, great. All right. Let's see. What else was I going to show? Oh, let me show you something here. Thought this might interest you. It's still in the plastic. What is that, you may say? I don't know which way it goes. Does it go this way? Or does it go this way? My Mike Iaconelli Hobie Pro Angler comes with this decals that you're supposed to put on the front of the hull, but I didn't put them on. How about that? That's the Mike Iaconelli eye and teeth. Heck yeah, I got one. I got it. So I may not even put those on. I was thinking, if I keep them in the plastic, then when I get ready to sell it in a few years, the stickers would be brand new on the thing. The Flying Tiger Shark decal. Yeah, that's what it is. It's the decal for my Hobie Mike Iaconelli edition kayak. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Really cool. I was like, it's not on. I guess I got to stick it on myself. And I thought, wow, that's something. That's kind of crazy. Definitely. Hey, speaking of Christmas, although I don't know if I spoke of Christmas, but Steve and I at Get Your Fish On, he's not on here tonight. I haven't seen him anyway. We are doing a Christmas show Wednesday night, and it's going to be a big time giveaway show. He has a bunch of gift cards from Tackle Warehouse we're going to be giving away. And then I'll be giving away some of my Mr. Bass boxes and possibly some of my prizes out of the bucket. So normally on the Mr. Bass Get Your Fish On show, we don't give a bunch of prizes away normally on that show. But for the Christmas show, this Wednesday night, 7 o'clock Central, 8 p.m. Eastern, we are having a big Christmas giveaway show. So be sure to tune in and tell all your friends to tune in. And Steve and I are going to be singing Christmas carols, and it's going to be jamming. It's definitely going to be worth your time, Nathan. Especially if you like Christmas carol fish songs. Hot Cocoa, Fisherman 83, heck yeah. Should be fun. Ugly sweaters. I've got an ugly sweater, Adam, that I think is beautiful. Yeah, we ought to get Booster in here to play Santa Claus. That would be sick. That would really be a blast. Yeah. The Mr. Bass Get Your Fish On Christmas show is just around the corner. Dr. Pepper, heck yeah, Terry. 23 original flavors. I used to work with an old guy. I maybe already told you guys this story, but I'll tell you again. I used to work with an old guy that loved the old Dr. Pepper just like I did. And I was young. I was maybe 20. And he was an old dude. And every couple of hours, we would take a Frosty break. And I remember the first time I was working with him the first day, he said, "It's Frosty time." And I was like, "Frosty time? He's not a beer drinker. I know that. What's he mean by Frosty? What's that mean?" I said, What's Frosty time? What's that mean?" He said, "Dr. Pepper." He said, "Dr. Pepper used to be called a Frosty." I said, "It did?" He said, yeah, for years in their advertisements, they would say it's Frosty time. Go get you a Frosty. So they also used to do an ad campaign where they'd say, a part of the Frosty campaign was, go get a Frosty at 10, 2, and 4. You need a Frosty every day at 10, 2, and 4. 10 o'clock to give you a pick-me-up in the morning. Then after lunch, 2 o'clock. And then I don't remember what the 4 o'clock deal was. But yeah, Frosty time. Yeah, 10, 2, and 4 was on the bottles, Booster. That's right. That's right. So anywho, this is my favorite Frosty for sure. I'll tell you another one that's good. I think I saw one of you guys. Oh, I saw Gramps drinking this the other day. Let me see if I can find it in here. Yeah, I got one right here in my fridge. Uh-oh, I'm knocking drinks over. This right here is good stuff. Dr. Pepper cream soda. This stuff is excellent. Anybody tried it? Even if you don't like Dr. Pepper, you might still like it. The cream soda Dr. Pepper combo. Really nice. Oh, yeah, Nathan. That cane sugar Coke is the best stuff going. If you got to drink a Coke, for sure. It's good stuff, Daniel. Dr. Pepper cream soda. You may think that. I think Leighton says, disgusting. You got to try it. I'm telling you, it's good. And this zero sugar is tolerable. You know, it's not terrible. Yeah, zero sugar is not bad. No, I do not do any marinating. And here's why, Miss Nathan. I don't cook. I am not a cook. My wife is an excellent cook, thank goodness. I fish. So I don't spend any time don't have any time for cooking. I'm gonna be fishing. Fish in the Southeast likes his good black coffee. How about that? Pop-Tart makes my Dr. Pepper boxes. Dude, I need to give Pop-Tart some extra prizes just for that. Right on. Awesome. All right, let's do another. If Mr. Bass cooked, there wouldn't be a show. You might be right. I spend plenty of time just eating, Fisherman 83, but cooking, if I cook my own stuff, boy, that would be insane. That would be insane. Yeah, I got my weaknesses, Leighton. I'm not a cook. I never got into it, unfortunately. I would be in bad shape. Luckily, if my wife's out of town or something, I can make it with the microwave and my PB&J and my tuna fish out of a can. I can survive. I need her though. For sure. I'm not a cook. Yeah, A&W cream soda is pretty good stuff, Frank. I agree. Eating's better than cooking too. I agree. All right, let's ask another question here. Try to give away some more baits. Let's see here. I already asked that one. I already asked this one. Here's a good one. Hey, Josh, how's it going? Where will next year's Bassmaster Classic be held? What lake is the Bassmaster Classic going to be held on next year? Fisherman 83 got it. Dadgummit, I missed him. Sorry. Doug Hayes is right too, but Fisherman 83 beat him unfortunately. Unfortunately for Doug, Fisherman 83 just got in before you. Lake Hartwell is where the Bassmaster Classic will be this year. So that should be a fun one. Here's your ticket, Fisherman 83. Put that in the tumbler. And then we will spin the wheel. All right, Fisherman 83. You got a 1. Yeah, maybe we can have another Mr. Bass Box winner tonight. Don't understand the attraction to Hartwell when you have Lanier and Seminole. Yeah, I don't get that either. All right, Fisherman 83 wants a miscellaneous as well. All right. Here you go, Fisherman 83. We were just talking about this. The Jewel Baits Pee-wee football jigs. This color is called Touchdown. Pretty cool little finesse football jig. All right, next question. Let's go ahead and ask another one. Congratulations, Fisherman 83. Speaking of Lake Hartwell, who won the last Bassmasters Classic on Lake Hartwell in 2015? Who won in 2015 the Bassmasters Classic on Lake Hartwell? Yeah, they come in a 2-pack, Fisherman 83, so you got 2 of them in there. Machek got it. Casey Ashley won in 2015 the Bassmaster Classic, and it was in the winter time. And if I remember correctly, he won it fishing an underspin, wasn't it? Wasn't he fishing an underspin? That's his home lake, by the way, Casey Ashley. And if my memory serves me, it seemed like he was fishing some sort of an underspin bait. And that's how he won $300,000 at the Bassmaster Classic. I don't know, Fisherman 83. It could be Casey Ashley again, but it's going to be much warmer because it's later in the year. Yeah, white underspin with a super fluke, according to Booster. So will be interesting. I need to get a ticket for Machek. It's funny because not many people win the Bassmaster Classic on their home lake, but Casey Ashley did. All right, Machek, there you go, buddy. There's your ticket. You know, I haven't seen Jan on tonight. That's strange. We usually see him every week. All right, Machek, let's spin to win. Are we giving away another Mr. Bass box or not? Oh, so close, dude. I thought you were going to get it. You're right, Texas Huntsman. It's drumroll Jan. He's not made an appearance tonight. That's too bad. All right, my check. At least you're on the board. So what do you want? Hard bait, soft plastics, miscellaneous? What are you in the mood for? He wants a hard bait. All right, I got a nice one for you, my check. How about this one? This came out of either the Dark Horse tackle box or the Heritage one. I don't remember which one. But this is a custom painted crankbait square bill from Huey's Tackle. Check it out. Got a little purple on the back. Little kind of sexy gold with a black lateral line and then a white belly and a little orangey yellow on the chin. That is a custom made square bill. Custom painted. How about that? That's pretty sick, isn't it? Nice. Definitely looks cool. Definitely. Let's see. What else was I going to show you guys? Is some more stuff I got in. More Christmas type stuff I've been buying. I got a few things from Tackle Warehouse. I'm not going to show you everything because I'm going to do some live unboxings. Speaking of live unboxings, tomorrow night I'm going to do a live unboxing of the Guggen baits. 7 o'clock tomorrow night if you tune into the channel. I'm going to do a live unboxing of the Guggen Baits Go-To Bass Lure Kit. You guys know I like my I like my lure, my kits. And Guggen has several kits. I went through all their kits and that one I liked the best, looked the best to me. So we'll crack that open and go through it tomorrow night if you feel like joining us. And we might do a single spin to win prize tomorrow night just for fun as well. Yeah, do they have a box for each type of rods? I don't know. Wouldn't surprise me. But they definitely have some technique-specific boxes. You know, they'll have like their finesse box and this box in general is just kind of like, they call it the go-to box. I kind of think of it as a box that if you were new to fishing, you could buy that one box and it covers, you could take just that box out and you could probably catch something any time of year just with that box. It's a pretty nice compilation of baits. It's the go-to box. You know, you're going to go to that every time. I know some of you guys are not in love with Guggen baits, so that won't interest you, but I kind of like it. So we will check that out tomorrow night. Okay, so my check says they definitely have a box for each of their technique-specific rods. That's kind of cool. Didn't know that. Yeah, all right. So we're running out of time here. We better do a few more questions to see if we can get some more winners, possibly give away another Mr. Bass box. All right. Now we're going to go to the NPFL. That's right. This is an NPFL question in 2022. If they have a season, which they say they're going to have a season, what is stop number 2? What lake will the NPFL be fishing? Stop number 2. What lake? That's the next question for your chance to spin the wheel. What is stop number 2 on the NPFL, the National Professional Fishing League? What lake? Not Fork, not Eufaula, not Sweden, not St. Clair. Good guesses. What? Lake Hartwell. Fish in the southeast. Got it. Weren't we just talking about Lake Hartwell? Yes, we were. That was kind of a trick question. Just wanted to see if you guys are paying attention. You're right, my check. You cannot win twice in the same night. Sorry, buddy. That's the rule. Once per night. To make sure everybody has a chance to win. Fish in the southeast. Guessed it right. Stop number 2 of the NPFL next year will be at Lake Hartwell. So they will be there before the Bassmaster Classic is there. Pretty interesting. Fish in the southeast. Got it. Fish in the southeast does a lot of winning as well. Pretty good at trivia. I need to give him a ticket here. Not covering all my tickets up. No more lanyards, Fish in the southeast. Sorry, buddy. Here's your ticket, Fish in the southeast. Drop that in the barrel. And now we will spin to win. See if Fish in the southeast can make it happen. One. Can I have your favorite bait? The mix. I'm not sure what you're asking, Fish in the southeast. Lear home inspection, live. I like fishing Hartwell better than Lanier. Less boats. Huh. Speaking of bass tournaments, I watched the Bait Shop movie mentioned on the Wednesday show, and it was pretty funny, though. The larger bass were extremely fake. Yeah, we were talking about fishing movies last week. That was actually kind of fun. Can I have your favorite bait in the tree? Oh, okay. My favorite bait in the tree. Let's see here. What would be my favorite bait in here right now? Let's see here. Probably. What's this? Favorite bait. I think probably it's probably this Bass Reaper square bill fish in the southeast. I think this is kind of a cool looking custom paint job of a square bill. This is the Fire Tiger color. It's got black, orange, and then pink and chartreuse on the belly. The Bass Reaper square bill. Nice. All right. I think we got time for maybe one more giveaway before we wrap up for the night. Clash 9. How did that get in the tree? Yeah. How did that happen? We're going to make sure that does not happen, Nathan. For sure. All right. Let me find another question here to ask. I'd like to give away one more Mr. Bass box. Okay. Okay. Well, let's see. Let me do a name that lure. Let's do a name that lure. This one is kind of tricky. For some, it won't be for others. Name this lure. You got to have the correct name on this lure. So don't give me any half names or nicknames. I got to have the exact name for this lure. All right. For this bait. Here it goes. What's this lure called? For your chance to spin and win, what is this lure called? Nathan, you got it, buddy. It's not the beaver. It's not the sweet beaver. It's the kinky beaver. You got to have that right. And what's the difference between the kinky beaver and the sweet beaver? The kinky beaver just has a few more appendages on it. A little more action in the water than the sweet beaver. And this is a pretty sweet color. It's one of my favorites. It's called Hematoma. Hematoma. Nice color. For sure. Congratulations, Illumin Nathan 79. You are a winner. So let's give you a ticket. Yeah, I do too, Nathan. All the beavers are great. The spicy, the kinky, the sweet, the bigger sweets. They're all good. In fact, if I could only have one beaver, it's got to be Reaction Innovations. They're still the best, in my opinion. Although there's some great ones out there, definitely a lot of great beavers on the market. All right, let's spin for Nathan. Is Nathan gonna win? Whoa, close. That was really close. Close to striking out. We have not had a strikeout tonight. How about that? That's good news. All right, Nathan. Can you pick your favorite bait? And could I have another Mr. Bass sticker? Yes. I will give you another Mr. Bass sticker. Nathan, favorite bait on the tree? Okay. Favorite bait right now of those remaining, I think is going to be this. This is a custom painted jerkbait by the Black Sheep Bait Company. This also came out of one of those custom boxes, like the Dark Horse or one of those. Black Sheep Bait Company. This is a custom painted jerkbait, and it's jerkbait season. I don't know what they call this color. It doesn't say on the package, but there you go. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, it does say on the package. It's like in little green writing here. The color is called Space Cowboy. Number 6 hooks. There you go. The 110 jerk, Space Cowboy, 4 ounces, number 6 hooks from Black Sheep Bait Company. All right, we got time for one more. One more is all we got time for. Okay. I'm going to do one more Name That Lure because I went through all my questions. Somebody mentioned old school baits earlier. This is an old school bait. We'll see. We'll see how many of you old school aficionados out there can name this bait. All right, here it is. Last question of the night. Let's take Nathan's name off the screen so nothing obstructs your view of this final bait. Name that lure. What's this craw called? Zoom is not good enough. Zoom makes a bunch of craws. Daniel's got it. This is the critter craw. It's actually the little critter craw, but I will let that pass. And you're right, it is made by Zoom, but Zoom makes quite a few different craw baits, so you had to be specific. It's the little critter craw. This is a great crawdad, especially for this time of year. So, for example, who won the Pee Wee jigs? I can't remember. This would be a good trailer to put on the back of that Pee Wee football jig. Fisherman 83, I think, won these. I'm not sure. This would go really good on that little Pee Wee football jig. This is a great. It's underrated because it's so old. There's a lot of guys that don't throw this anymore. It's still a great crawdad. Great crawdad. So, Daniel Hedrick, you are our last winner of the night. We had quite a few winners tonight. We had, let's count how many winners we had. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 winners tonight, along with 2 Mr. Bass boxes. Pretty sick. Pretty awesome. So, Daniel, let me get a ticket for you, and then we'll spin. Daniel Hedrick. Here's your ticket. All right, before we spin, if you are one of the 10 winners tonight, send me a DM on Instagram at Mr. Bass TV is my Instagram account with your name and address and what you won, and I will get it in the mail to you. If you do not have Instagram, you can send me an email to mrbasstv@protonmail.com and give me the same information, and I will get the deal out to you. Someone asked earlier if I am doing a show on the 22nd of December. I probably am not doing a show on the 22nd of December because I will, my granddaughter is, that is the day my granddaughter is going to be born. Unless she comes early. She will be born on the 22nd of December with the help of doctors. So I will not be doing a show on the night of the birth of my grandchild. So that's what's going on. Just thought I'd let you know. All right, let's spin the wheel for Daniel Hedrick. See if he can win something here. 1. Fisherman 83. Believe it or not, this will be my 5th grandchild. Number 5. We did not have a single strike. How about that? Hey, Mr. Bass, just got the Spro crankbait you sent. Great. Good deal. Hope you enjoy it, JP. Hey, take a picture of it if you win. Take a picture and share it on Instagram or Facebook and tag at Mr. Bass TV. I would really appreciate it. I would love for you to share the love and let people know you got a prize from Mr. Bass. Definitely the Little B. Thoughts with everyone affected by the severe weather. Everybody have a Merry Christmas. Have a great night. Please hit that like button. Please tune in to Steve and I's show Wednesday night. Our Christmas show will be giving away lots of goodies. Daniel wants miscellaneous. All right, Daniel. I got just the thing for you here. It's the Lumberjack. The Lumberjack Flippin' Jig. There it is. Hard Hat Lures. Lumberjack Flippin' Jig. This is 3/8 ounce black and blue. All right, everybody. Thanks again for joining me. I had a good time. Hope you did too. Tune in tomorrow night if you want to see the unboxing of the Guggen Go-To Bass Lure Kit. 7 o'clock. Have a great night. I'm ending in 3, 2, 1. Happy fishing. Bye-bye.